Wetlands 2 is the largest of the three wetlands. It's bordered on the north by State Road 405 and an island of uplands habitat. Its undeveloped northwestern side lies along State Road 405. There are some upland pockets along the curve of State Road 405 where a developer wanted to build apartments a couple of years ago. He needed to fill in 5 acres of wetlands to do that. His land use and zoning requests were turned down wisely by the Titusville City Council, and now the property remains undeveloped. Further south along State Road 405, there's a church, some apartments, and some subdivisions. The Fox Lake Hammock development was built in 2024. And that's the other subdivision within the 405 wetland borders that has stormwater infrastructure. One of its streets extends well into the wetlands on top of a relic sand ridge. Harrison Street bisects Wetlands 2. The southwestern and southern parts of Wetlands 2 are bordered by Knox McRae Drive. Two new developments are currently under construction in the southern section. The easternmost one is Huntington Park, which sits on top of some relic sand dunes. Wetlands were filled and massive oak trees were taken down for this project. The new western development is Harbor Lake Estates. Homes there are built around the edges of a giant borrow pit where dirt was removed to fill wetlands to construct homes in the Oakdale subdivision back in the 1960s. There's some conservation easements within both of the new developments, so that's a good thing. Undeveloped properties to the north of the two new developments are mostly maple forest with some pockets of oaks and other trees on higher grounds. The Ravenswood subdivision sits at the northeast corner between Harrison Street and Park Avenue. Homes there were constructed in the 1960s through the 1980s. North of Harrison Street, the eastern edge of Wetlands 2 has a couple of multifamily apartments and old subdivisions that were built in the 1950s and 60s during the first phase of the space race, when Titusville's population quickly grew from 3,000 people to 30,000. This was prime land for development along a high ridge. Development goes from the top of the ridge all the way down to the edge of the wetlands. This area between State Road 405 and Harrison Street is known as Whispering Hills. North of Harrison Street, the middle part of Wetlands 2 has the largest area of intact forested wetlands. Trees here have not been drowned like the trees in Wetlands 1. The vegetation is a mixture of oaks, pines, and palms in the high areas, with maples, willows, and other wetland vegetation in the low parts.